Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This is Season 4, Episode 18, where we're recording tonight. We're going to be looking at Week 14 of the NFL fantasy season. But first, I'm going to check on my son. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
So I know I usually have to bring the energy after the Eagles lose because Brendan's a huge Eagles fan, and obviously he was not happy Sunday. What happened, man?
We didn't run the ball. That's it.
Did you call your boy, the offensive coordinator? What's his name again?
Brian Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got to go.
Uh-oh. You call him?
Nah, I ain't calling. I ain't going to call that bum. Actually, you know what? I should.
Oh, yeah, you might.
I got to call Howie.
Yeah.
Make some calls. You got to get rid of him.
It was kind of crazy, man. Your boy Swift only got 6 carries behind that offensive line, man.
Please.
That's criminal.
Jalen Hurts threw the ball 45 times.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's not balanced at all.
No, it's not.
Y'all at Dallas this week. How you feeling? You good?
Probably going to lose too.
Oh, man. The Eagles fans are tough.
If we run the ball, we could beat any team in the NFL.
Oh.
But no. Y'all want to pass the ball 30, 40 times a game.
Wow. All right, let's get back into the podcast. All right, we'll start with the injuries. There's some big injuries happened week 13. It starts with Derrick Henry. He took a big old hit, got a concussion, but we thought it was a concussion. They said just a head injury. He's okay. Should be good for week 14.
Bow.
Boom. Brian Robinson, running back for the Commanders.
Oh, 2 for 2. Both of your boys.
Both my guys, hamstring. But he's got a bye week 14, so he should be able to come back from that week 15. I keep my fingers crossed for sure. Kenny Pickett, ankle injury, already had surgery. He's going to be out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch Trubisky's up.
Yeah.
Tank Dell, wide receiver, Texans. This was the one that this got me. Every week there's an injury that kind of sticks with me. Man, he broke his leg, so he's out for the rest of the year. That's terrible. I feel bad for young fella. But I'm tell you what, him and C.J. Stroud going to be big in fantasy for like the next 5 years.
I was about to say, we're going to have to look out for them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we definitely got to target them next season. Cleveland wide receiver Amari Cooper, head injury as well. Probably in the protocol, should play.
Boom.
Green Bay wide receiver Christian Watson cannot catch a break. Hamstring injury, so he might be limited. Watch that close. Rams tight end Tyler Higbee, concussion, probably in the protocol.
Boom. I need to stop.
That boom is tough. Running back Ramondre Stevenson, Patriots, ankle injury. They said it's pretty significant. He may miss some time. Ezekiel Elliott's probably up. Zeke fans, watch out. Quarterback Derek Carr got his egg scrambled for like the 3rd week in a row. Another concussion. I can't see him playing this week. What are you laughing at?
Boom.
Yeah, it was a big old boom. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, Jameis Winston's got to be playing this week. I just cannot see Carr coming back that quick. I can't. We all saw the Monday night game. Trevor Lawrence ankle sprain. That one looked rough.
Yeah,
they say he didn't get the high ankle sprain.
He was mad.
Oh, he was hot. He was hot. But yeah, he got stepped on by a lineman, so his ankle's messed up. So CJ Beathard should get to start week 14, but we'll see. And also the last one on the Jaguars, Christian Kirk, core muscle injury, groin injury. He's probably going to be out for a little bit as well. He left the game after a 26-yard catch. So tough injury week. So take a look at your squads. Make sure you're in good shape. We got a couple teams on bye this week. Arizona and Washington, even though the Commanders been on bye for a minute.
Hold on, you know what?
What?
We got another boom in there, but this gonna be a double.
Oh yeah.
DeAndre Swift went across the corner, or he went in the middle. Boom!
Oh yeah, he took a shot.
That was a good one.
That was a big shot. Big shot. All right, so let's jump down to the quarterbacks. The first one to talk about, Matthew Stafford at the Ravens. How you feel, bro?
He nice.
You gonna start him? You start him at the Ravens? You feel good? Yeah, I agree with you. I can't see why you wouldn't. It's a tough matchup, and they got to travel west to east, which is not horrible, but Ravens, it's always tough to play the Ravens, but if I had Stafford in my lineup, I would put him out there. You good with Stafford?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? All right. How you feel about Brock Purdy playing the Seahawks? How you feel about Purdy, man? Sometimes he don't seem like he get enough credit. Most people say he's just a product of the system. He's on a good team. He impressed me when he played the Eagles. I think he a great QB.
Really?
Yeah, I feel good about him. I think the Eagles got him off his spot, made him move a little bit.
And he still put the ball where it needed to be.
He did good. He had a good game. I mean, 314, 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. We talked a little bit about Derek Carr's injury. I think Jameis Winston should get the start against the Panthers. If that's the case, would you pick him up as a free agent? One, and would you start him?
Yes, to both.
Yeah.
My fault, but they playing the Panthers.
Right. It's the Panthers, bro. I mean, if you digging deep and you looking for some roster help, Jameis Winston is probably going to be a good QB to pick up.
Yeah.
So that's our first free agent that we were targeting for this episode. The second one could be this next guy. What about Jake Browning playing the Colts?
He nice.
He had a great game.
He nice.
What's the best thing he did?
He gave the best player the ball.
He got the ball to Jamar Chase. To me, that's the telltale sign for a quarterback on that team. If your best player is getting the ball,
you're going to win.
You're fantasy worthy for sure. So Jake Browning, 354 yards, 32 completions, 37 attempts, a touchdown. I feel good about him. That would be free agent number 2 for us. Jameis Winston, Jake Browning. All right. We talked a little bit about Kenny Pickett's injury. What about Mitch Trubisky playing the Patriots?
Not playing him.
Nah, I don't like it. It's juicy because the Patriots are so bad.
Yeah, but the Steelers.
So the Steelers offense. Yeah. Nah, we in agreement on that one.
Oh yeah, he's not touching the field.
Yeah, it's nothing about my fantasy lineup that would make me want to start Mitch Trubisky. I just don't see it. If anything, the two Jalen Warren and Najee Harris might go off that game, but it's nothing else happening there, so I wouldn't start Trubisky. Some bye week guys, some guys you can pick up to replace quarterbacks that are on bye. Gardner Minshew at the Bengals. Good matchup for the Colts.
Yeah.
Gardner's been putting up numbers too. I think my man is playing himself into a solid backup quarterback career in the NFL. He's doing all right. What about Russell Wilson at the Chargers?
Sierra's husband.
I was
talking a little bit on Sierra's husband.
You were killing him early in the season. You cooled off on it? You feel good about him now?
Nah.
He's playing the Chargers. And what do you always say about the Chargers?
They can't stop nobody.
That's kind of funny when he does that. Do it again. They can't stop what?
Nobody.
I like that. Great point. So Russell Wilson's 2 thumbs up starter?
Yeah.
All right, cool. The last bye week replacement for the quarterbacks, and this one surprised me, man. Joe Flacco playing the Jaguars. I would start him. He put up good points, man. He had a good game week 12.
Yeah,
I'm not sleeping on Joe. So, 254 yards, 2 TDs week 13.
Yeah, Joe was hooping.
He was. Joe was balling week 13. So if I had to get some help, I was new to the bye week replacement. I would look at Flacco.
Go look at Joe.
All right. You want to take the running backs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
All right. So now, first up, we got Javonte Williams.
Who's he playing?
The Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah. Yeah, he was quiet week 13, but the Chargers, man, they can't stop
nobody.
Yeah, so I would play him for sure.
Next up, we got Breece Hall versus the Texans.
I'm leaving that Breece Hall train, man. The Jets
you hopping off?
Yes. I kept hopping off because he was on the all ACL team, but now I'm hopping off because the Jets are just terrible offensively. They are awful, bro. Week 13, he had 13 carries for 16 yards. I'm good, man. I'm moving on. I'm good. I would sit him completely. I'm done with that. This next one, I can't even believe we put that on the list. It's probably gonna bring back some bad memories. What you got,
PTSD. DeAndre Swift versus the Cowboys.
You gotta start him. You have to start him.
Y'all would start him, but I got beef.
You would sit him? Would you start him because of the beef or because it's just a bad fantasy option?
I have him on my team. I'll start him because I have to.
Right?
But yeah, I feel like you have to play him.
It's tough to sit a dude that explosive, man. That's the worst thing in fantasy, but it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Dude,
that big hit,
that big hit he got was more points than what he got.
He shook that off. That was he shook that off.
He got the same amount of points as his number on his jersey.
Ouch. That's bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So where we at? Will we start him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to. I would start him. Okay, cool. Who's next?
Hey, another one of my boys, Jalen Warren.
Oh yeah, against the Patriots. Yeah, start him.
They can't stay.
Yeah. Are they in the Chargers territory or no? they get close.
Yeah, they almost
close.
there.
Yeah,
they almost there.
Close. Warren should have a good game. They ain't really run him too much week 13, but I think he gonna get his money week 14. Him and Harris both. All right, cool.
Then we got Saquon Barkley versus the Packers.
That's gonna be a good game to watch. I got a feeling that's gonna be a high-scoring fantasy game too.
Yeah, I think they coming off a bye, but he was involved week 13
for sure. Yeah, they definitely involved with him, and they said that the kid DeVito is gonna start again. So, yeah, I mean their offense they might be good against the Packers. That might be a good game. That might be a good game. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Down to some bye week replacements. We got Chubba Howard versus Saints.
Yeah, your boy, he's taking over for Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is like not even on the team anymore. Yeah. So Chubba?
Yeah, 25, 104, 2 touchdowns.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good money in fantasy, bro. That's a win right there. If you get that kind of production from a running back,
you're good.
You're probably gonna win. So is he a free agent to target?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think you gotta look at him. So that's like our fourth one, I think. Jameis Winston, Jake Browning, Joe Flacco, Chubba Howard. Getting down to the running backs. Okay, good. Good work.
Okay, then we got Zach Moss at the Bengals.
Nice. Bye-week guy.
Yeah, 19 for 51. That ain't bad.
That ain't bad. He getting lathered up. He got a good matchup with the Bengals. And, Jonathan Taylor's out with the finger injury, so Zach Moss is going to get it. And the Colts defense is pretty good. That's a good list. I like those replacements. That's all right. You hot. Take the wide receivers.
No. Okay. We got Garrett Wilson versus the Texans. 3 catches, 50 yards on 7 targets.
All right, bro. Okay. Where you at on this one? Because
we're not starting the QBs. If we're not starting the QBs, I don't think we can start the receivers.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just, from a fantasy standpoint, I'm giving up on the Jets.
The only thing on the Jets that I might start is the defense.
For real. You said it. Yep.
Maybe the kicker.
Yeah. But that's the skill position players. I'm good, bro. I'm moving on. Yeah, I don't like it. And I hate to say that because Garrett Wilson is a talented receiver, man. He's nothing to not like about his game, but in fantasy, I'm moving on. Yeah, the one thing not to like is his quarterback. You on a roll tonight. All right, what else?
OBJ versus the Rams.
Got a feeling about OBJ. He's playing a team he used to be on. He won a Super Bowl with. Guys playing their old teams. There's something about that, man.
They always go off.
I know. I slept on James Conner playing the Steelers in week 13, and
look what happened.
It didn't cost me, but it should have. But yeah, so OBJ playing his old team, put him out there.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Put him out there.
Nico Collins at the Jets. He had 9 for 190 and a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, the man crush with CJ Stroud is real. Nico is no joke. Tank Dell's out, so he gonna get balls. But they're playing the Jets defense. What you think? You think Sauce gonna take over, or what you think?
Depends on who Sauce is on. Depends on if Sauce follows.
Yeah, it just seems like the game script with the Jets. They locked down the first half, but then the second half
they let you get whatever.
Fatigue sets in. They've been on the field a lot, and everything just explodes.
Because they are gonna be on the field all day.
Yeah,
the offense is going to get 4 plays each possession.
Yeah, they always talk about playing complementary football. The offense does not complement the defense at all. So Nico Collins definitely in play. 9 for 191. Nah, yeah, he might duplicate that. Cool.
Swole calf versus the Niners.
Man, he blew up against the Cowboys.
I told y'all too, DeRon Bland was not that good.
Maybe you were right. Yeah, because DK had a huge game. I think a lot of fantasy owners were waiting for him to have a game like this, and it finally happened. Probably put some guys in the playoff picture or, got him a win in some way. But how you feel about him against the 49ers?
Yeah, I'll play him.
Yeah, I think you can't just not play him coming off a game like that.
Like that, he ain't going to lay a hit.
Yeah, I mean, 3 TDs?
Not 1.
Yeah.
Not 2.
Yeah, 3 TDs. So, yeah, I would play him. I would definitely play him. I might give him the 2 thumbs up. Cool.
Then we got Cooper Kupp at the Ravens. 6 for 39 and a touchdown.
Yeah. So does his reputation keep him in the starting lineup? Because Puka Nacua is there
He
too.
hooping too.
Yeah, and it's like they alternate big weeks. Puka had a big week last week. So is it Kupp's turn, or you feel like Puka going to keep doing his thing? Because it's late in the season. Puka's a younger athlete. I don't know. If I had Cooper Kupp, I'm not sure what I would do. You got to start him, but I think at this point you're starting him now just based on his reputation alone.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I guess if you got him on your squad,
Start
stick with it. Yeah, he's playing the Ravens, so
Yeah.
okay, cool. All right.
So we got some bye week replacements. We got Jalin Hyatt versus the Packers. 5 for 109.
Yeah, and that was week 12 because they were off week 13, right?
Yeah.
So those dudes coming out of their bye, it's good to get sneaky free agent pickups because a lot of dudes they forget about them because they were on a bye week. But Jalin Hyatt had a big game week 13, and he's playing the Packers. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, cool.
Jacoby Myers at the Vikings. 6 for 79.
Jacoby Myers been sneaky all year, man. I'm wondering how many leagues he's available in.
Did you have?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I cut him.
He was on the Band-Aid team.
Yeah, didn't want to, but when Garoppolo got benched and they brought the rookie in to be the quarterback, I was like, nah, I'm moving on. I think I'm going to go somewhere else. So I cut Myers and I picked up Connor that week.
Now look at him.
I know. And six balls for 79 yards and a touchdown week 13 because they had a bye.
That hurts.
Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, Myers is back in play. Bet. Gotcha.
Then we got Noah Brown.
That's a good one, too, because that's another one. He got injured. He had a couple big games.
I picked him up.
You did, and I think he got hurt, right?
Yeah, then I dropped him.
Yeah, but he's back. Tank Dell's out. It's targeting yards out there. So if you need another receiver, pick up as a free agent or you as a bye week replacement, Noah Brown might be good money. Might be good money on Noah Brown. That was a good list. I'll take the tight ends, man.
All
right. Some of the tight ends we want to talk about. Let's start with Pat Freiermuth playing the Patriots.
Fryer Pants.
I
have him.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I don't know. I don't even know why I said anything.
No, I know. Yeah, week 12, he had over 100 yards. Week 13, he had 29 yards.
Yeah.
Came back down to earth. So what do you do with him playing the Patriots?
Play him. It's
Really?
the Patriots.
Okay. I'm listening. I don't have an opinion on this one. It's the
Well,
Patriots.
you probably
you're playing.
shouldn't listen to me.
Nah. You know what you're doing. I trust you. So you saying play him?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't really argue with that. Trubisky's gonna throw the ball to somebody. Them dudes
Yeah.
on the outside probably ain't gonna see much. So Freiermuth, okay.
You want to
They
get
had-
the ball, just sit in front of him.
Well, that's a good point. Now we're talking about it because Freiermuth's rookie year, Trubisky started the season out as a starter, right?
Mhm.
He got money his rookie year, so maybe they'll rekindle.
Moose.
Yeah, we saw that right up close and personal. What about David Njoku playing the Jags?
It depends on who that QB is.
For sure. That's a great point. Great point. You paying attention. That's my son. He pays attention.
Sometimes.
To me, yeah, you're right. If DTR is playing, Njoku gets balls. But Flacco ain't really go his way a whole lot. So if you have Njoku, check and see who the quarterback is because DTR might be back from the concussion. So we'll see. Your boy, Cole Kmet, playing the Lions.
I got Fried Pants and Cole.
Yeah, you do have two pretty good tight ends. How you feel about Cole Kmet coming off his bye week? Thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah, Fields looks his way.
He do.
Fields, they have a pretty good rapport with each other. All right. Isaiah Likely, the Ravens tight end, playing the Rams.
Yeah.
I like
Is
it.
Mark Andrews still hurt?
Yes, he's going to be out for a minute. He had a significant leg injury.
Okay.
So, yeah, Likely's the guy. And he had a pretty decent game.
Likely will likely be the guy.
He likely will have a game. I can't believe we said that. But, yeah. Yeah, week 12, yeah, for sure. And he had a good game week 12. So, the Ravens tight end is always going to get targets. So, yeah, Likely's definitely in play playing the Rams. All right, cool. Some guys we got on bye week. I would say if you need a tight end for a bye week, look at Gerald Everett, the Chargers tight end. They play the Broncos. He's coming off a game. He had four catches, 44 yards on 5 targets. Definitely a free agent to look at if you need some help on your bye weeks. Another guy, Brevin Jordan, the Texans tight end.
Wow.
He had a decent game playing the Jets.
Didn't even know that was a person in the
Yeah.
league.
Well, I was watching a little bit of the game, and when Dale went out, the targets had to go somewhere, and Brevin Jordan got a few of them. He had 3 balls for 64 yards, 4 targets. That's not bad from your tight end. So, if you need some help, Gerald Everett is a free agent, or maybe you pick up Brevin Jordan. It could work out. All right. Let's take a look at the kickers and defenses. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you give me your honest answer, Brendan. Would you start Young Wei Koo, Falcons kicker, playing the Bucs?
Yes.
Yeah. He's super accurate. They don't score a lot of touchdowns. He gets his kicks. I would start him. Jason Sanders, Dolphins kicker, playing the Titans. Would you start him?
Yes.
I wouldn't, bro.
Why not?
Because they're going to get a bunch of touchdowns.
Okay,
All
no,
he's
no,
going to
me-
get, he's going to.
Ain't nothing wrong with PATs. Every point count.
Well, if they score 70 points again and he kicks a bunch of PATs, gets 2 points, that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
But my thinking was I would look elsewhere probably.
What's that? 10 points?
Yeah. That's a lot. Well, 7 touchdowns, 2, 14.
See,
No, it's more than that. It's more
like
than
20.
That. Yeah. No, you're right. My bad. That's that messed up math. I blanked out for a second. I still wouldn't do it though. Because if I could find a kicker where I could get more field goals than extra points, I'm gonna get him. So I'm not messing with Sanders. I'm good. We can disagree though. It's cool. Would you start Chris Boswell, the Steelers kicker, playing the Patriots?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm going to say absolutely yes. I'm going to say neon lights yes. Because the Steelers can't score. They're going to get the ball back. So you're going to be kicking a lot of field goals.
Patriots defense isn't that good, but I think they'll stop you at least past the 40.
The Steelers, that's a game tailor-made for Boswell.
He might make 7 field goals by the end of the game.
He's going to outscore Jason Sanders that week, I'm sure. What about, all right, would you start Tyler Bass, the Bills kicker, playing the Chiefs?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I got some opinions on this one because I had him and I was like, man, I got to cut this dude because it just wasn't working out. The Bills couldn't score. Maybe it's just me and I got a beef with Tyler Bass, but I feel like the Chiefs and Bills going to be a high-scoring game, so maybe you would start him. But it's risky to me. All right. What about Brandon McManus, the Jaguars kicker at Cleveland? Would you start him?
Trevor Lawrence is playing. Oh, well, actually, he's not. Never mind. I'm tripping.
See, that's a good point. That's why I would start him. Because Trevor Lawrence you got the backup quarterback.
I'll say yeah.
You would start him?
Yeah, just because Travis Etienne will probably carry him, though.
Bro, I don't trust that one.
You don't?
With the backup quarterback, I think they're going to be limited offensively. I'm not messing with that. And they're playing Cleveland.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And you always say if the Chargers can't stop nobody,
yeah,
Cleveland stops everybody. Yeah, so I would mess with McManus this week. I would look elsewhere. All right, let's jump down to the defenses. Again, would you start the Jets defense versus the Texans?
No.
Really?
Texans look hot.
They do. That man crush with CJ Stroud is strong, bro. We like CJ Stroud. That's our guy.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't start the Jets defense? I'm good with that. It would look good for a half. Then the second half, the floodgates going to open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We're good on that one. What about, would you start the Rams defense at the Ravens?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that either. I don't trust it. I feel like the Ravens run the ball so much, it's going to be big plays. I'm good. I could find a better defense with a better matchup for week 14. Oh.
You already know my answer.
I'm not even going to get the question out. Would you start the Eagles defense at Dallas?
Why? You trying to say it fast so you can get it out.
The Eagles defense at Dallas. Wait.
No.
Really?
Hex? No.
It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Dallas going to mess around, drop 50.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think I would mess with the Eagles defense.
CeeDee Lamb going to have like 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
But it's crazy because even if you had Dallas's defense last Thursday when they played the Seahawks, they didn't stop the Seahawks. They outscored them, but they didn't stop them. So, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be a good game.
The Eagles don't run the ball.
Oh, so they make themselves one-dimensional.
Yes.
So you feel like Dallas might hang in there just based on that?
Yes.
Okay. So the Eagles defense is a go, no go?
No go.
Okay. All right. I don't think I would either. What about the Panthers defense playing the Saints? Would you start them? No?
Saints are bad.
All right. We talked about maybe Jameis Winston's probably going to be starting, right?
And he probably going to be throwing the ball. No.
Yeah, you know.
No.
Still no?
If the Chargers can't stop nobody, the Panthers definitely can't stop nobody.
That's a tricky one. The Saints, Alvin Kamara's a legit weapon on that offense too. So, okay, I'm good with it. I wouldn't start him either. You
can't tackle that dude. I don't know what it is.
He's nuts.
You can't tackle him.
He's crazy. He's God gave him some things he didn't give everybody else. So, yeah, for sure.
He cheating.
Yeah. Okay, would you start the Broncos defense at the Chargers? You know, the Broncos been hot.
They have. And the Chargers last week, what Keenan Allen do?
Nothing.
Not in there, not in none.
Well, he caught 5 balls for 58 yards.
So he caught not in there, not in none.
It wasn't a lot.
No.
It didn't add to my score a whole lot. So what about the Broncos defense at the Chargers? You wouldn't start them?
Yes, I would.
You would start them?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. I guess I put him out there. I put him out there. If I had him, I would put him out there because that could be a decent game. That could be good. So this week, me and Brendan both are on a bye. Brendan's in a consolation bracket. He said it a couple times. I'm in the championship bracket, but we both have a bye. So we don't need to
why am I on a bye?
Because you don't play the first round. You're not in the playing game in the consolation bracket. So we're in the same league. So it's just kind of like, but yeah.
That's another reason why I lost. I ain't have Diggs. I ain't have Aaron Jones don't play nothing. Aaron Jones is trash. But I ain't have Aaron Jones. I ain't have Fields. I ain't have Cole Kmet.
You had rotten luck this year. But you did good. I mean, the games that you scored up, it looked pretty good. You drafted well. At your age, to be drafting as well as you're drafting, that's pretty cool. So let's switch. We can't look at our lineups. Let's look at the game. So if you look at the NFL schedule, what is the second game that you're most interested in? Because I know you're interested in the Eagles and at Dallas. I know that's your number one. What's number two? What's the game you're like, okay, that's the game I want to see, either from a fantasy standpoint or just because you like watching NFL games?
I have two of them.
Okay, what you got?
Seattle and San Fran.
Why?
It's gonna be a big game I want to see if Seattle's gonna come out of. San Fran gonna come out a little flat from that big victory.
Yeah, letdown game.
And actually, if they lose, that'll be good for us.
Yeah,
and then
that's a good point. What's the second one? I think if I had to guess, I'm not gonna guess for you. That's what parents always do. They always talk for you.
Kansas City and Buffalo.
That's a good one. Why?
I don't know.
Nah, you do know because I was gonna pick that one too.
Because I don't know. That's two good teams going head to head, and they coming off a bye. So
right, you think it's because if Buffalo loses, Buffalo's probably done. They're nowhere
honestly,
near the
I thought that was
playoffs.
already done.
Well, some other teams helped them out.
Teams did lose.
Yeah.
Didn't Steelers?
The Steelers lost.
Yeah,
and Cleveland also lost, I believe.
What about the Broncos?
The Broncos, they lost as well.
Yeah.
So other teams losing is kind of keeping the Bills hanging around.
So if they lose, they done.
Yeah.
If they win,
they
back in it.
To me, like if you ask me that same question, the first one I'm super interested in is the Texans at the Jets. I want to see C.J. Stroud play a real strong NFL defense because dude
he nice.
He plays with a lot of composure, a lot of maturity. Can he keep it up against an elite NFL defense? We know the first half it's going to be tight. The second half, Jets defense, they're going to be tired. They're going to make plays. So that's the one I want to see. The other one, like you talked about, Buffalo and Kansas City. Both teams, Kansas City coming off a loss. Everybody's starting to chirp. They're not as good as we thought. And Buffalo, to me, if they lose, they're basically out of it. And then, people are really going to start chirping about their organization and their setup because they're supposed to be elite. You got a quarterback. You got a quarterback on extension. Diggs can play and you're losing. That ain't going to work.
Then
so
Diggs go to Philly and then,
Yeah, so those would be my two. Those are the games I'll be paying close attention to. Plus, Brendan's an Eagles fan, so I always pay attention to the Eagles. They play at Dallas. That's a big game, too. That's about as big as the 49ers game.
Eagles ready to get blown out.
Eagles fans are tough.
They'll get blown out.
You good? You got anything else?
Mm-mm.
I think that's a wrap on episode 18, man. Be sure to check me and Brendan out. We get on Instagram Live every Sunday morning by 11:30. We talk over starting sits, connect with some people to kind of help with our lineups as well. That's been extremely fun. So get on there with us and check us out. Again, we're on Instagram Live Sunday mornings at 11:30. We'll talk to you then.
All right.
See you next time. Hope you get a win.
Peace.